Hello, class. My name is Leela, your teacher, and welcome to Whiteboard Learning. Are you ready to learn science? Hello, learners. In this video, we will have our first summative test. So far, we have covered 5 chapters and 13 lessons. The meaning of science, acquiring knowledge through science, matter, solutions, and acids and bases. This examination will test your understanding on the topics discussed. This test is composed of 100 items of different types of questions: multiple choice, identification, true or false, enumeration, fill in the blanks, calculation. There are 5 sets of questions, 1 set for each chapter. Each question is timed accordingly. The answers will be given at the end of the video for you to check your scores. We suggest treating this test as a regular classroom test for you to check your knowledge on the topics given. Therefore, it is best to go to a quiet place where you can concentrate for an hour before proceeding. Make sure to have a pen and a paper ready also. Are you ready? Let's start. This set of questions covers the following lessons. It refers to a process, a system of knowledge, and a field of study to get a better understanding of the world we live in. Science is divided into 2 broad divisions. Place the following branches of science in the correct box. It deals with the study of fresh water, like rivers and streams. The branch of science which studies the functions and activities of cells, organs, and tissues. The study of the relationships between living organisms and their environment. The study of grouping and naming of living things. Fill in the blanks with the correct word or phrase. Fill in the blanks with the correct word or phrase. It is the practical application of the science with the purpose of providing benefits to humankind. Give 3 examples of negative impact of technology. This set of questions covers the following lessons. It is considered most logical and systematic way of acquiring knowledge. In blank observations, we utilize instruments or tools such as rulers, balances, or thermometers to provide an observation that is measurable or quantifiable. Blank is a skill which involves ascertaining a property of a material and expressing it in a defined unit. A measurement typically contains 2 parts. 1. Blank, which tells how much or how many, and 2. Blank, which tells how much of what. Fill in the blanks with the correct word or phrase. Mass of a sack of rice is usually expressed in blank, while the mass of a microchip in a computer is more suitable to be expressed in blank. Using the table as reference, fill in the blanks with the correct quantity. For extremely large or extremely small quantities, we can express them in more convenient way called blank. Using n times 10 raised to a, write 0.0000198 in scientific notation format. This approach allows us to convert an initial unit of measurement to our desired unit of measurement using a valid conversion factor. With this skill, it is assumed that if a set of objects shares something in common, it may also share other attributes as well. This skill usually follows an observation and is influenced by our own personal experiences and may change as we make more observations. Good observations and good inferences may lead to sound blank. A blank is simply a direct response to the problem under investigation, and it should confirm or disprove the hypothesis initially posted for the problem. Identifying a problem involves specific variables that can be blank, observed, and controlled. This set of questions covers the following lessons. For the next questions, choose the right answer from the words listed in the box. Words may be used more than once. It is anything that has mass and occupies space. It is everything the entire universe is made of. A state of matter that occupies a definite volume, but the form of the container is assumed. Examples of this state of matter are flame, stars, and the sun. Blank are those that can be observed and measured without altering the composition of matter. Examples of this property includes flammability, acidity, stability, and other properties related to the reactivity of one material to another. These properties are intrinsic in the substance and remain the same regardless of whether the quantity of the substance is small or large. Are you ready? Let's start. Examples of these physical properties include mass, length, and volume. In this type of change, a new substance is formed. An example is burning of paper. Blank occurs when the subunit of the material of a matter, the nucleus, breaks apart to form smaller atoms or fuse together to make heavier atoms. This type of matter cannot be divided by physical means into two or more substances. Water is an example. Different types of matter with specified properties can be divided into two main categories: blank and blank. Blank consists of two or more component substances that are physically combined without definite proportion and can be distinguished by ordinary physical means. It consists of two or more different phases that can be easily identified because they are formed separately. Particles in a blank do not separate and can be distinguished using the scattering of light called Tyndall effect. It is considered the simplest type of matter since it contains only one kind of atom. Elements are arranged in periodic table. Elements belonging to the same blank have comparable physical and chemical properties. These types of elements are non-lustrous and poor conductors of heat and electricity. Examples are oxygen and chlorine. It consists of two or more distinct elements that are combined chemically by mass in a given proportion. Compounds can be broken down or decomposed into its constituent elements by chemical means, requiring external energy such as blank, light, or electricity. Fill in the blanks with the correct word or phrase. This set of questions covers the following lessons. The process in which the ions, atoms, or molecules of solute are surrounded by solvent molecules. When water acts as a solvent, the solution is called blank. A solution that contains the maximum amount of dissolved solute for a given amount of solvent at the specific temperature and pressure. In a sugar solution, when the amount of sugar that can be dissolved exceeds maximum, the solution is said to be blank. The maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved at a given temperature to make a saturated solution is called blank of that solute. Name the three factors that can affect solubility. Water is a polar substance. That is why nonpolar substances like vegetable oil are soluble in water. The solubility of solid salt in liquid increases with temperature. According to Henry's law, the amount of gas dissolved is inversely proportional to the pressure exerted by the gas over the solution. In a solution of gases in liquid, when temperature increases, the dissolved air boils out first before the water itself boils. A 10% by mass of salt solution contains 10 parts of salt for every 100 parts of water. A wine that is 20% alcohol has 20 milliliters of alcohol per 100 milliliters of wine. The process of preparing a less concentrated solution by adding some amount of solvent is called blank. Generally, aqueous solutions of ionic compounds such as sodium chloride and sodium hydroxide are electrolytes, whereas those of covalent compounds like sugar or alcohol are non-electrolytes. This set of questions covers the following lessons. Name the three acid-base theories. In this acid-base theory, an acid is a substance that yields hydrogen ions, and a base is a substance that yields hydroxide ions. Lewis' theory of acids and bases suggests that acid-base reaction can occur if there is a molecule or ion that can accept electron pairs and a molecule or ion that can donate electron pairs. Generally, acids have bitter taste, while bases taste sour. Litmus paper can change color from red to blue if it touches an acidic solution. Bases react to certain metals, like calcium and iron, to produce hydrogen gas. If pH and pOH are related according to this equation, what is the pOH of a solution with a pH of 5.4? Are you ready? Let's start. Alkalosis is a condition when blood pH becomes lower than 7.4. Grapes and cabbages grow more effectively in acidic soil. It occurs when an acid reacts with an equivalent amount of base and forms a neutral solution containing salt in water. Sulfuric acid is a component of vinegar. It is also found in body fluids and plant juices. Both acids and bases are electrolytes. Great job! If you made it this far, the next thing to do is to check your answers. Count your score and put it in the comments section if you like. For the items that you didn't get, you may go back to the question and remember that you can always watch the lessons again and again to get the best learning experience. I'll see you in the next lesson.